Hey, what's up you guys? I am back today with a new video, and as you can probably tell from the title, this is on how to make stickers for your planner just using Canva. So what I'm going to show you today is how I made these little cruise stickers for my planner. I was on a cruise last week and I wanted a little aesthetic sticker that would match everything in my planner. So I'm going to show you how I did this. I'm going to show you how I made these and also maybe a couple other stickers if you guys want to make them for yourself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and find the hex codes for my current planner. There's a few different ways that you can do this. I do like to include them in the listing when I sell them. So if you did get your stickers from me, you can always check the listing, see if it has the hex codes. It should. And if you're working with a different palette, your own stickers, or you somehow missed the hex codes, there are other ways that you can find them. So what you can do is you can actually take a screenshot here. So let's see. You've got to make sure that you have all the colors like purely in there. So I could do any of these stripes. They have the colors purely, as in they're not like an ombre effect like this up here in September. If you use the September part, it's definitely going to not give you the right color, but the ends might be fine, but the middle is really just not going to be okay. So I could use like this goals section here, or the rainbow, or the stripes. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to take a quick screenshot. So I think what I'm going to use here is, I'll just use the rainbow. It doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to come in and crop and make sure I have all 4 of those colors here. And I'm even going to crop out the little gray line that was in there. And then just hit done when you're happy with that. And that's now saved to your photos. So now that I saved a small section of this, and I know I can just draw the colors from there, I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can use this if you don't know the hex codes. So let's start with Procreate. For those of you who are familiar with Procreate, we'll just do this quickly. So I've just done these cute little skulls as a little teaser for one of my upcoming products I'm going to be releasing. But you can draw little circles or do whatever you want to. It really doesn't matter. I just like to do it this way because I feel like it's really cute. What we're going to do now is we're going to hit the little wrench icon and go to Add, and then make sure that from Add you insert a photo. And then I'm just going to click the last one that I had, where I had done this little trimming bit here. And then I'm just going to make sure I'm on the correct layer with my skulls. And I'm just going to drag and drop that color into there. So then you know your colors are going to match. So I'm just going to do this for all of them. And this really is an extra step. It's just cute. You don't have to do it this way. More simply, you can just long press and then come up here to the little color dot and then go down to the value menu, and you can see the hex code here. So you can just copy and paste this into Canva when you're ready. So essentially, that's what we're going to do. All right, so we can open up Canva, and you can just open up any random document. It really doesn't matter. But then we're going to go to our uploads and then upload a file from our photo library. We're just going to select that last photo and hit add. And then when we scroll to the top here, once it's had time to load, you can see it's there, it's ready. And we're just going to put it in there so we can draw the colors from it using an eyedropper tool. Now I'm going to come to elements and just select this image. I was already searching this, but I liked this cruise ship. I thought it was cute, so that's what I'm going to use. But you can also come up to the filter and you can hit free. And then if you don't have the paid version of Canva, you can still use this. So Canva Pro or the free version are all totally fine here. You can click on the image now, and if you look up here in the corner, you can see that there are colors. You can change the colors. These are SVG files, vector files that were uploaded with different colors in their layers. And so these are now editable. And I do plan to show you guys how to make these in a future video so you can make your own. But we're going to take this blue here and we're just going to change it to one of the colors. You can see I already have the colors here from before, but I'll show you how to do it. You can come in here and you can tap on the hex code and you can scribble it all out. and then we can paste that hex code from Procreate. So that's one option. Another alternative is to use this eyedropper tool, and I think this might be relatively new for Canva. Either that or I did not update my app, because I've been waiting for Canva to roll this feature out forever. I'm so glad that you can just press it and then you can drag the little eyedropper tool wherever. So if I click on this yellow here so you can see the change, once you get it where you want it, hit done, and then there you go. That's as simple as that. So now I can take the color and I can do the eyedropper tool and I can change it back to the green that I want it to be, hit done, and there we go. So I'm going to come over to this lighter blue here and I want to change that part of the image to another color. So I'm just going to do the same thing, use the eyedropper tool and hit done, and that's the whole process. So I'm going to go through and just do this for all of the different colors and just kind of play around with it. You might find that if you're working with a limited palette, you don't always love the first thing you do, so just keep moving the colors around and find what works for you. Okay, now I'm pretty satisfied with that, so I've just centered it, and now if you come up to the right corner and hit the little export button, then you can come in here and hit the download button, and you're going to then make sure that it's on PNG and transparent background. And then you want to click on all pages and make sure you've just selected the current page, so anything else you've been working on won't be exported. Hit download. And it might take a second, but once it loads, you can either save this file, save the image, or you can just copy it. I typically copy it, so I don't have to deal with holding onto the files anywhere else. And then I'll just come into GoodNotes and paste it. Now, an important thing here is to make sure that you crop out that transparent background. So just try to crop as close to the edge as possible. This will make things easier for you when you're moving stuff around on the page. And then you can just resize it and place it wherever you want to. I also went in and I added these stickers that I have, which if you have my sticker set, you might recognize these. These are images. You can upload these to Canva as well since you have the JPEG files, and you can just decorate however you'd like to keep everything consistent. So now I'm going to come back to Canva and I'm going to do a different option. So I think I want to do a festive little pumpkin. So I'm just going to search that and come in here again and filter it by free images, but you'll see there are some animated ones. So I'm actually going to come into animations and change it to static, and that really helps. I like this image, but you can see up in the corner it just says edit image. You can't see the colors, so you can't change this one. Now if I click on this one, you can see this is an SVG file. This can be edited, but I'm not very fond of it, so I'm going to delete both of these and just kind of look for the one that I like, and this will work. So I'm inserting this other one that I also think is cute, but again, can't edit that one. So I'm going to come back to this one, which has the different colors. I know I can edit it. I'm just going to resize it and center it and come in and do the same thing you saw me do before. So at this point, I think you can see I'm adding in the image, and then I'm just going to come in here and use the eyedropper tool to change the colors and play around until I'm satisfied. Okay, and just like before, we're gonna export it, hit the download button, make sure that it's transparent background, just the current page, and also that it's a PNG up at the top, and then hit download. And I'm just gonna copy it personally. This is my personal preference. Come in to my GoodNotes planner, paste it, and then we can just tap it and crop out everything that we don't need. And there you have a cute little pumpkin. Now you can also start to layer things. You don't have to just use one image. And keep in mind, these are just things that you're using for yourself and not necessarily things that you plan on selling. But I'm going to customize this a bit for my planner. I want to add a little more interest, so I'm going to search for this paint splatter effect. I am going to make sure that I go into my filters, and I'm going to filter this by free and also static. And then I'm just going to look for one of these that I can layer on top and kind of, just bring my pumpkin to life a little bit. Give it a little bit more interest. So I like this one. I can change the color. I'm going to use my light green. And I'm going to come in and actually rotate that paint on there. And I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to export it, download, current page, transparent background, PNG, everything is good. Hit download. And same as always, just copy and paste it into GoodNotes. And I'm actually going to delete the other one and replace this and then crop it. So don't forget when you're cropping here that if you have the paint splatter outside the edge and you crop too close to the pumpkin, you're going to lose it. So just be careful and mindful of that when you're doing this. Okay, and I like that. I think it's pretty cute. I'll show you guys one last option here in Canva. You can get creative, do whatever you want to, but I'm gonna just search balloons. These can be applied all over planners for so many different reasons. So I'm just going to come in here and make sure I can adjust the colors. And that's good. I'm adding in the photo, and now I'm just going to use the eyedropper tool and change these how I like them. And once I'm satisfied with that, I'll delete the image and go in and export it. You guys know the process at this point, so I'm just gonna now copy and paste this into GoodNotes. Do a last little crop. And resize it, place it wherever I want to. So you can save these as elements, you can add them to your sticker book, whatever it is that you want to do. You don't have to save them at all if you don't want to, but there you have it. This is how I do it, and you can just play around and get creative and have some fun. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. I plan on making plenty more videos in the future, lots of how-tos and ways that I use my digital planner. So if there's anything in particular that you want to see, be sure to leave me a comment below and I will see what I can do. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!